right, well, I just got into game here, and look what we've got to deal with right on the very freaking beginning. Oh, holy smokes. Well, hang on here just a second. Let me get these guys taken care of. And I was just... what a way to start. All right, well, let's get to... let's see. Hello, everyone. Commander Kingfish here, and I am back in Space Engineers on the alien planet Apex Survival. And obviously, it is a harsh planet, and the spiders really do make it difficult. So we've got those taken care of. Let's go throw this meat into the cooker, and then we'll get back to the task at hand. I did do some iron mining so that I've got iron being produced. Now again, this area here is really just a temporary. Let's do this. Let's get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Get that going. And I did hear the stomach growl a little bit, so let's get back out here. Check inventory. Oh, I don't have anything on me. I better go grab something to eat out of here. Inventory. I guess I better just grab some of this cooked meat. Let's grab 10 of those. And let's go ahead and make 2, 3 of those. Now I should have a bunch of algae out there already in the farm. So we'll go ahead and grab this stuff. Where did it go? Oh, there it is. All right, it moved it right there. I want that down to there. All right, let's eat one of these. And all right, let's get back out here to the task at hand on what I want to get done today. Let's go over to where our permanent base is going to be. So I did a little iron mining just so that we would have iron. Now, one of the things that I've done here, let's move this over maybe to this side here. Well, one of the things that I had realized in the last episode when I got attacked, that having just one metal structure up was not enough, and that these spiders could crawl up along this path right here. So one of the things I want to do is actually attach this and make a stairs up this side. We'll keep kind of dealing with this right here for the time being, but as I continue to build this out, then we'll be able to put in the stairs, because I want to put stairs up along this side right here. So let's see what we got on inventory. I've got 300 pieces of metal or steel. So let's go ahead and see if we can't start building some of this out. Again, having what we ended up dealing with last time, I found that we need to just get this stuff filled out. So if a stray bullet should happen to hit him, then it's not going to sever the base from what I've got set up for power. And eventually that power is going to get moved over here with a much better power system, but that's just all temporary stuff right there. Let's check out my color here. I think it's that color there. Let's do this. Let's grab a block. Oh, needs to be frozen. All right. And Let's go Shift P. All right, so I'm pretty sure we got the right color. Let's drop this stuff in here, and we'll get started building out this platform. So the idea of this base, it's up so that we can kind of stay away from the spiders. And with the hopes that once we start getting the base established, then we can pretty much stay protected from them. And as I get an airtight facility set up here, we will be able to get inside from the radiation and the weather and stuff like that. So we're going to work on getting this platform built out today. Probably going to take some bit of going back and forth. So let's go grab some iron, some steel, and make sure that we've got stuff being built. That unknown signal is in a spot that pretty sure that we won't be able to get to it. So we're not even going to worry about that particular one. Let's get over here. Again, this base here, this is just basically a temporary base. I was going to build underground, but I changed my mind. I think I wanted to kind of build outward. I think that's going to be a little more interesting. And let's go ahead and just grab all of those. Production. We need to... Let's get 1,000 of them going. I'm probably going to run out of iron ore and have to do some more mining, but this will kind of get us started. All right, back over, and let's go out this way. We're going to have to go gather up our algae here pretty quick too. We'll do that maybe on the next run. So let's park it right here. And let's get a little more of this done up here. You know what I might be able to do? And I think this is actually what I'm going to do right now. So let's take a look at this. Let's just put it right here. I'm hoping, you know, I should have thought of this. Let's go into, well, I have that connected there. Let's see if I have the ability to make ladders. I do not yet. Let's check the progression. You know what? Let's go up here at least, so I'm not standing where those spiders can spawn on top of me. All right, let's go to G, progression. What do I need to build for a ladder? Looks like an interior block. Yeah. So if I put up a braided stairs just as a temporary, I might be able to avoid the spiders getting up. I'm gonna have to go back. Well, let's lay down some of this steel blocks. That way that'll give us some room. And I think I've got this counted out the way I want it. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 13. That's what I want. All right, so let's keep putting these down. So once I get a little farther along here and I'm ready on the ladder, we'll kind of see how that fits in. Well, here we go. Where are they at? Man, oh man, they are just coming in numbers. Wow, I wasn't expecting that. Let's grab that. I was just coming down to head back over. We need to build that internal block. So let's get back over to the base. Those spiders are just relentless. All right. I really thought I was going to have a little bit more. Let's take it easy here. Could probably go get that unknown signal, and I might do that. Let's get back over here to, well, actually, one of the things I wanted to do, well, you know what? I'm going to go grab that unknown signal, and once I get back, we're going to take out our, harvest our algae, and I'm going to make an interior block so I can build a stairs so that I can probably stay away from the spiders. So once I get to that, get back from that unknown signal, I'll get back up with you. All right, we have just cruised back in here to base after getting that unknown signal, and nothing too exciting. It was one of those roly-poly ones, so just had to kind of get in the right position and spam the F key on it. I was able to get it. Let's hop out of here and get ready. I wanted to harvest our algae so that we can get that over there, so let's go ahead and do that. Got 12. Alright, that should mean... come on. This is the other thing we're going to have to do is get this a little easier to harvest. And I've already got some ideas on it. What I want to do is put a conveyor system on these things. And then have them come over to a cargo box. And then I can just collect it all at that one cargo box. But that's a luxury. We'll work on that as we get time, because probably we'll do that as I am working on the farm. So 96, so that puts us in pretty good shape. Let's go on over to the base. The other thing we got to do is build a interior block just so that we can unlock some stuff. Being a little reckless there. Let's park that. Let's hop out. And let's see how we've done. We've probably used up all of our iron. Production. No, we haven't, actually. Well, that's good. Alright, so let's see if we can just plop down a interior block right here and build it. Let's see, do I have that in? I do not. Let's grab one. Interior block. Right there. I don't know what all I need. Oh, I'm missing the interior plates, which I should have some right here. 20. Because all we're going to do is build this, and then we're going to tear it back down again. The other thing I got to build is, I think, is a beacon. So, alright, and we have unlocked new blocks. Alright, let's take this back down. There we go. Alright. So that should give us the ability to build a ladder. And these are just going to be temporary structures. So let's do this. Let's get a stairs down on to my... Well, let's bring down both. We'll bring down a ladder. And then I also want to... Where did they go? Should be my catwalks. Let's just do it like this. Stairs. There we go. Let's see if we can build these. Alright, let's get the parts for these two. And then we'll do 1, 2, 3. That should be enough parts for all of that stuff. And so let's go build these. And then if it works out, we should be able to keep the spiders from getting up onto the base. At least that's kind of the idea. They were able to go right up that smooth surface, but I don't know if they'll be able to go up these stairs. I know we should be able to put the ladder in. And let's just park this right here. Pop out. And let's go 8. Alright, so it's not going to let me... I didn't think so. That would be too easy. Alright. But we should be able to do this. And again, this is just going to be a temporary thing. Should be able to do that, that. That. And let's... 1. And we can reach that. I'm probably going to have to, I guess, build up a block. Do this. And let's see if we can do it with like that. Again, trying to be conscious of those spiders. And you know what? I don't know. Let's see if we got... Oh, I do. Good. All right. Let's eat a little something here. And let's see how this is going to work. It might be a little inconvenient, but hopefully we can not have to worry about the spiders. So let's do this. Let's take this down. There we go. And then we should be able to come back down. And hopefully then there we go. All right. So what that means I can do is I am going to leave this post in because that'll keep it connected. And then they should be able to crawl up onto here. And then we should just be able to take this out. Then I can just... Oh, okay, fine. Alright, let's take these out. hopefully we've kind of did a little security. I don't know why that interior. Well, I had that set for 30. I must have got out of range. I don't know. We'll see if that interior turret's going to do any good. Didn't seem to do too much for me. All right. So they can't come up through there. And if we take this out, and then we should be able to crawl up and down that stairs. All right. I'll tell you what. Let me go ahead and finish some more of that base. And because I've got that steel on me and we'll have to run back over. I see another unknown signal, but I think that's going to come down into those cliffs and stuff over there, so we're not going to worry about that one. All right. So I think this will work pretty well. The only time we really got to worry is when we're going to be down on the bottom. And if anything spawns while I am up here, hopefully the turret and my somewhat shoddy aim can take care of it, and we'll kind of go from there. Well, here they come again. Ooh. All right. The Gatling gun seemed to work. Come on, do your thing. Where did he go? Oh, here he comes. All right, come on, Gatling gun. There we go. All right. Well, now we know that the turret works, and that I wasn't up above to see if they could climb up. I was in the process of trying to build out this right here, or start to get my braces in, pillars in. So let's I was just those just kind of popped up out of nowhere though, so that's good. So how much ammo did we use here? Where are we at? And we still got 4 rounds. We'll have to make some more of that interior turret ammo, but that seemed to help, which means we might have to go get magnesium, but I don't know if my basic refinery can handle that. All right, so anyway, breaking the action there, or a little bit of action with the spiders, and we'll get back up here and get back at it. Well, I think I've got my main base, or the foundation for the start of my permanent base. I've got this all in here, and if we go down below, and hopefully we're not going to stir up any more spiders, we can kind of come down and we can jump off right here. So I've got my pillars in. I still need to put I guess one more in the middle here, and I can do that. Let's go ahead and get that going. 4. Oh, that thing is coming down right on top of us. We're going to be able to get that one without too much problem. 1, 2, 3, I think right there. We'll have that one in. 2, 3, right there. You know, I actually used the wrong piece there. Here, I should be using maybe this one right here. Oh. Alright, let's try this again. And I think if we put that in like that, that should look pretty good. And I think that one is correct. So let's see what we can get, just the regular beams strung across. So that will go there like that. That was wrong. We'll come back and take that out. Man, that thing landed right on top of us. Where is he? Did he somehow go down below? Well, this is interesting. Oh, he landed. He managed to go down. He must have hit just right. Look at that. He was down into my mine. Well, we got another one of those. I need to grind those down. And let's see here. We can turn this thing off. How about that? I'd never seen that happen before. So let's grind him all down here. And then we'll get back to the task at hand of building out those, or getting those beam blocks laid out. Come on. Sometimes it's very difficult to get your grinder right on it. And you know what? I might as well just, while we're down here, let's go ahead and just grab some iron. Here, might as well. Not going to be able to get that much, but we can throw it into the
inventory full.
Take that back over to the main base. And we can grab parts. Yeah, let's run over here. So sensitive. Still can't run. I got to get up to at least 20 on my food before I can run. Alright, we can throw this iron in there. And let's get rid of the rest of this stuff. And let's put 2 of these over. There we go. Alright, we need some more steel, I believe. Oh, we got steel now. What was it? Oh, I probably need to get a few of these. And then some interior plates. We'll just grab these. And then we'll grab the balance out in steel. Oh, we got to keep the gun out. Alright, now we should be able to run. Alright. Well, that was interesting. That had to be a pinpoint drop to get down below down there. Okay, so let's see if we can finish This one has to come out.
Inventory full.
Oh, well, we'll take care of that here real quick. You know, actually, I'm not sure those beam block, that end block is appropriate. I know the junction block, which I put in the wrong spot here. All right. Well, let's make a little bit of room here. We've got to put in some beam blocks. Regular old beam blocks that can go in right there. And then we should be able to come over here and pick this up. And that can come out there like that. And I did put that in the wrong spot, I think. Oh, this can come out right there. And let's get back to the beam block. 4, that actually needs to be a junction block right there like that. And then we can go to regular beam block. There. And right there. And that also means we need to put in a support under that junction right there. And we're just going to, in order to get that bottom one in, we can do that. And that unknown, I think, is landing over in the mountains, so we're not going to worry about it. All right. So we've got that. I need to... That end block I don't like. So I guess we have to go with the... Maybe it's... That's the end block. Maybe a junction. Or actually a T-junction. I think that will look fine there on the end. This one. Oh, a T-junction. Oh, crap. Come on, back over here. Back over by the turret. Wow. Ah, man. These spiders are just kind of relentless. And that turret is working pretty well. Okay. It looks like we're only getting... There should be another one popping up, I'm pretty sure. Alright, let's get back to what we were doing here. 4. That's a regular beam block. That's gonna... Yeah, I think that'll look fine. And we'll put that in right there. And then I think the... Those end ones are good. And I can always change these out if I need to expand out this away. But I think that's going to look pretty good. Let's go ahead and get these in.
Energy low.
All right. And down through here. Oh no. You know what? Thought I was using the beam block. Oh shoot. I was using the wrong block. All right. Spiders, dang spiders, they got me all confused. All right, regular beam block coming across through here. And then we want a regular beam block through here. Right here. Okay, I think that looks pretty good. And through here. Okay. Now, I think the only thing I have left to do is to put this support post in. Since I can't use my jetpack to turn upside down on my head to get that one in. All right. Oh, I think those are all regular beam blocks. Let's see something here. Oh, that's a T-junction, so I used the wrong ones here. All right. Let's take these out. Because that was a T-junction. It's supposed to go in there. Yeah, I thought so. Okay. Get the right block.
Energy critical.
Uh-oh. All right, fine. Suit lady. Let's hop in here. All right. So I get those beam blocks in, and then I should be able to, well, I get those in and welded up and get those supports all welded up. And we've got the base in. I think we're accomplishing quite a bit today. And then we can work on getting our more permanent structures in. A large cargo container, I think. And I think I put beam blocks in here too. Or the wrong ones anyway. Yeah. All right, let's take these out. Okay. All right. Now I replaced this. These are all beam blocks. That's beam block. That's beam. That's beam. That's a beam. That's a beam. Uh-oh. I think I put, yeah, T-blocks in here. Let's take these out. Uh-oh, the radiation's coming in. All right, let's get these beam blocks in, and then I will have to keep an eye on the radiation. I can work to a point, but I'm good with what we've got done here, so let's start welding up some of these. Kind of hard to tell the difference. I've got a mod in that shows the textures throughout the build state. So let me get these welded up, and I will get back with you here in a little bit. All right, I think I got all of my beams built and in. I still got to do the posts here. I was able to take, I had a radiation med kit, and I'm assuming those will get built in the assembler, but I don't have any way of building those. I'm going to have to figure out how to make those, since we do have a lot of radiation on the alien planet. So let's I'll have to do some research on that once I get a chance to kind of look at them a little bit more. So let's I just got to get these posts done. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That one's done. That one's done. 7, 8. I don't know if I got that one or not. But I'll grab extra interior plates and construction components too. That way I can get these done. We'll go and try to grab all the parts. And we'll wheel on over. It looks like the sun's going to start coming back up here pretty soon. We'll be back into the daylight. I am going to have to do a little bit of mining, so I might get those done and then figure out what I need for my ores. I should have quite a bit of iron, because I did some mining offline just to kind of get that built up so we could be able to try to get this platform built. So let's hop out. And let's see what I need to make. Let's do a shift. So we just put all of those into production on what we need. And so that should help there. Well, in the meantime, I'm going to run over here and grab a little bit of ore. I probably shouldn't be running around out here just like this. I could have brought the buggy over here and loaded it up as well. So we've been using quite a bit of it. So that's kind of keeping the storage space over there pretty good shape.
Inventory full.
All of that steel, you start going through that iron pretty darn quick. So we'll just continue to get a little bit of ore all the time. I'm probably going to have to go mine some silicon, although I haven't been using all of that much, and maybe some nickel. The only one thing I don't know is, can I... There we go. And then, let's see. Do I have any more construction? I can grab some more of these. Let's grab 100 of those. And let's go ahead and throw in another bit of 10, 20, 30, 40. That should give us enough to complete all of those pillars out there. And we'll get those done. All right. Let's hop over here. And we'll grab these. All right, let's go get the pillars done. And then we'll go up top side, and I can see if I can try to... my radiation resistance is fading, although the radiation I think is gone. I did take one of those radiation medical kits I think I said earlier, so that I could keep working. But let's go ahead and get these finished. That one's done, that one's done. That one done, that one's done. I think this one should be done. Yeah, oh, nope, that one's not done yet. Alright, there's that. Hope we got enough parts to get all of these done. Okay. Right. Done. These done. All right, I think we're looking pretty good here. Should have enough here. So one of the things I want to do is start to try to lay out the base. That was to get this found. What? Oh man, are you kidding me? 3 more? I thought I grabbed enough. Well, I don't need these 2 connected. Take these out. And I don't have one more. I'll have to try to remember that. Which is, oh, I need, actually I need 6 more. All right, we can go do that. But first off, let's go up above up here. Then I can kind of show you what I'm thinking. Oop, that's not what I wanted to do. So I have a kind of a base idea, at least to get started. And let's go ahead and turn that off. We don't need that. So I'm looking at putting in a large cargo bin right here. And then coming off of that will be a refinery. And then I'll have that piped in to an assembler that'll come across. And then that stuff will all pipe into a base that I'm going to put in here, which will become my permanent, starting point. We'll get the survival. Once I get those in right there, those main stuff right here put in, the main refinery and assembler and that cargo bin, then I can pretty much move or build this section here. And this section is going to be I think it's going to end up being a 7x7. I might adjust that a little bit, but if we count over from right, let's see, because I'm going to put a few more blocks out over the edge here, but let's go. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And actually, you know what I'm going to do? Just to kind of establish it, I actually got some interior blocks that I want to use. And that's not what I wanted. That's what I wanted. And those I want to be white. Or kind of white. And they are going to be a rust color. Something like that. So let's see. This corner here, radiation resistance is beginning to fade. Oh, we got radiation again. Oh, great. All right. I think I'm going to have to look at this again, but something about like this. And of course I need interior plates. I need kinds of interior plates. I guess I'm not going to put anything there as a marker. Alright, well, kind of looks like I'm going to have to get out of the radiation, and I don't have any more radiation medical kits. So I'll catch back up with you here in a little bit. Well, I did get some more ammo built, so I figured I better put it into the turret here. And I still have that, so we should just throw all of this in there. Oh, I could load this up with a bunch, since it's all manual anyway. So once I have enough magnesium stuff, I'll do that. I'll get these all loaded up. But let's go up and start kind of laying things out a little bit. See what happens. I would love for a spider to spawn and see if they try to get up here, but I think that turret's going to keep them pretty much at bay. So, all right. So one of the things that I kind of wanted to do here is, all right, so I want to mark out the base on what I'm doing, and I'm going to do that this way. So we're going to go with blue, and we're going to make it a rust color. If we go 8, so we can kind of paint out our blocks. So it's going to be a 7x7. If we start right here, let's do that one, and we go 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. That's what I thought. Let's put one more right there. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. So this is where the building is going to go. And this will kind of give me an idea of how much I need to. So this still should give me room for my cargo bin here. And I'm going to have to One of the things I want to do is put a connector in right through here. So if we kind of do this, well, you know what? I think I need to put another, go all the way around with another set of blocks. So if we do this, let's go back to our frozen. And let's go down below. And we can off of here. So I think one more set of blocks out this way. All the way around. I might have to go 2 sets of blocks all the way around. We're going to start with 1. I don't think that's going to make my supports look too funky. And that's okay. We'll leave this. This is not going to make... Go ahead and put... Actually, yeah, we'll go ahead and put these in on this side just so that they're there. All right. Now let's go back up. And we can see, so that gives us a little extra cushion around the edge here. And yeah, this is going to have to come out to here, and then our stairs and stuff that's going to be coming up from below will come up along this side, because this is going to be a corridor. This will be an entryway. There'll be a door, sliding door here. And this is going to be a corridor down to here, and then this will be a sliding door in on this side right here. Now, if we go back to see what we can do here with that, and let's get to our interior blocks. Six is what I want. So I know right here is going to be 1, and I think I'm going to have to go in and look at my design again. I did kind of design this out. But I think something about like that. And of course, do I have any steel on me? I do have some steel on me. So we can just do this. Just to kind of give you an idea of what I'm thinking here. And this block here is just, that's not a permanent block. If we go back, if we come up here, we can turn this one up like this. Those will go like that. And so that's going to give some structure, and it should make it a little more interesting looking. And then there will be one more row on top. So as I get this a little bit closer, this is what this is going to start to look like. And if we flip this over here, then I should be able to flip that up right there. And so that's going to be there. There'll be a O2 generator right here. Matter of fact, I think I could probably put that in. Where are you at? There you are. So underneath that will be we'll just put that right there. That'll be an O2 generator. And these blocks will come up to here. There'll be a conveyor junction right here. And then next to that, I'm going to have a couple of corner pipes or tubes, reinforced tubes. They'll be airtight, and then they will go into a couple of cargo bins up above, and below that, those cargo bins will be the food processor and the survival kit, and then there will be a bed right here. So that's kind of what I'm trying to design out in here. Again, this door, there'll be a sliding door here. You'll come in and then you'll walk in right here. So that O2 tank will be right here, and then there'll be a vent on the end of that air vent so that this can be pressurized. So that's kind of what the plan is on laying this out. So we'll see how that all plays out here. But I think at this point I need to get some more steel. And so let me get this out. Actually, I have some steel on me. So I plan on kind of angling these corners a little bit so that they're kind of like that. So it'll give it a little more interest. So if we put that out there like that, and if we go, let's see, let me go to 8, P, back to blue, back to frozen, and be very careful. So if we do that, that will come off of there like that. And that can go there like that. Actually, I think I've got to work on this a little bit, but the idea is that this will give it a little, it'll break up the lines so that it's not a perfectly square base. What I want this to do is kind of angle out on this corner and then angle out on that corner. And then these will have the ability to extend out, and I might end up putting landing pads out on this section, because ultimately what I want to be able to do is from here either build out this way or build out this way with using bridges to get to a shipbuilding facility. And so that will be connected in, or I might do something a little bit creative to get over there. I might put passageways in down below, or or they might be on the same level. They might be passageways going across. that's kind of what the idea is, and so we will really kind of get to building this out a lot more. I'm going to finish the platform here and get that done today, and then we'll see how much time we got, but we are starting to run out of some time today. So let me start welding some of this stuff up. We'll get this outer one welded up. And I'll have to go back and get some more steel here pretty quick. Yeah, I knew it. So we'll go ahead and do that. And then once I get this somewhat more built out, I'll catch back up with you, and it'll probably be about time to call the video good. Well, I went out after a unknown signal since I had had another bout of radiation that rolled in. So that was able to kind of take care of a couple of things while I was waiting for the radiation to go away. We did get a meal pack, Clang Crunchies. Not sure what the effects will be, but we're going to go ahead and eat that. I do need to move this stuff over. So let me get this stuff out of here. That out of there. I did have a few more things that I did grab because my inventory was full. That's what was nice about having the buggy. I was just able to put the extras into there. So let's get these in here. And let me drop that in right there. Our cargo bin's getting kind of full, but then we've been using a lot of stuff as well. And I've got a lot of steel here. Let's do this. And let me open this up. Inventory. All right. So let's see what happens. And just in time, we're hungry. Ooh, it did something. Ooh, we took a hit on our health. It went down to 112. But our food is going all the way up, it looks like, to 100. So, if you don't mind taking a bit of a hit on your health, the Clang Crunchies appears to be pretty good. Let's go ahead and get healed up here. There we go. And I did grab a bunch of steel, so we're going to head back over and see if we can't finish getting the rest of those, or some more of those blocks done. Probably not going to get them all done today. Actually, we want to pull up on this side since the ladder is over here on this corner. And stop right here. Let's hop out. There we go. All right. Should be safe from the spiders from up here. Now, let's go ahead and see how much of this so we can get built out. Probably not a lot. Yeah, that's getting to be kind of annoying. Your radiation is level. Since I took that one, I don't have any more to take, and there's no radiation. So I don't know if that's a bug. As soon as that wears off, I don't know. Let me look in my inventory. Obviously there's nothing in there. Control panel, info. No, I don't know what the deal is. I guess I'm going to constantly be getting that beeping. I don't mind it if it's actually starting to fade, but that was only supposed to last for like 10 minutes while you're out but I wasn't expected to continually tell me that my radiation protection was fading. All right, that's got that built around. Actually, we're gonna wait on those. We're gonna do these down here. I'm not exactly sure how that's going to end up building out. I just know that the plan is to have a stairs coming up through there. So let's see if we can, how much of this we can get done. All right. We're not going to get them all. I can see that inventory is dropping down, but we're going to be pretty close. Let's see, we've got enough for one more block. There we go. And that only leaves 4 left. All right. Well, I think we're going to call the video good right here. We did get quite a bit accomplished today. At least as I think we got quite a bit accomplished. We got the foundation set for the main base, and we learned that our turret is working well on the spiders. So as long as they come within range of the turret, I did get more ammo built for it, so we should be somewhat protected. Along with my pistol, we should be able to keep the spiders at bay somewhat. And let's see, what else did we get done? Oh, I've got a ladder. Hopefully that's going to keep the spiders from crawling up onto the base. And then ultimately we will have... ultimately what the idea will be is that we'll have more stairs and stuff like that, and then I'll have turrets like that set up to guard for the spiders coming up once we get that far along. And we also started to kind of get the layout of what I want for my at least initial building, kind of my sleeping quarters and processing quarters, I guess what you want to call it, where you can get your air and hydrogen and stuff like that. Although we don't use any hydrogen here on the planet to speak of, we do use a lot of oxygen. So we'll hopefully get that all set up in the next episode. Okay, well, let me get over here and let's kind of look out towards our algae farm. Finally getting a pretty decent weather day, and I think we're going to call it good right here. Okay, all you space engineers out there, if you like this video, please hit that thumbs up. It really does help out the video, and please subscribe. That will really help out the channel. Okay, engineers, keep your heads low, keep building away, and don't get shot. And with that, Commander Kingfish is out of here, and I will see you all in the next video. Thanks for watching, everyone.